Welcome back to another first impression, this time for the anime. This monster wants to eat me. Synopsis from any list. I've come to eat you. So softly utters the mermaid Shiori as she emerges from the sea and takes high school girl Hinako by the hand. Hinako lives alone in a town by the sea and possesses an unusually delicious body that is irresistible to nearby monster. To ensure that she matures to the best condition, Shiori seeks to protect Hinako, also that someday she can devour every piece of her. What will become of Hinako's feelings as this looming unjust death closes in on her? This show is more aimed at a more mature audience. There's not a lot of big fights, no big action. It's a very somber show. Now, Hinako, our main character, in the middle or on the top left, the short-haired, brown-haired girl. She's living in this town, and she's getting attacked by a yokai. Now, why she's getting attacked? She's getting protected by this mermaid. Now, this mermaid and the yokai that attacked her want to both eat her, because she is delicious, seemingly. Now, the main part, however, the mermaid, she has a somewhat refined palate. She wants to have the best meal possible. Just being delicious is not enough. So she explains that, if you eat pork, you eat beef, normally if you want the high quality meat, you do everything to give that animal a good life, give it a lot of movement, some good food, so it fattens up, is delicious, and whenever you then slaughter it, you get the best possible meat. And the mermaid follows that same principle, but for humans. The mermaid wants Hinako to have a good life, be happy, be well fed, healthy, and then she can partake in that delicious meal. Now, Hinako has a healthy body, however, her mind is everything but. In the first 3 episodes, we get glimpses, we also get a little bit more of the backstory, what really is going on. However, at the beginning, what you know is that Hinako she's not necessarily trying to stay alive. Now, she is not trying to end her life, but if something happens to shorten her lifespan, she is more than okay with that. She has, it seems, a very negative outlook. I don't know if you can call it a depression. It seems like it. She always feels like drowning. We have a nice looking metaphor for that as well in the show, or visual for that. However, that is not necessarily what the mermaid wants, because a healthy mind is more delicious than whatever Hinako has at the moment. Meaning that this show is seemingly about trying to, rejoin Hinako on her adventure to try to get happy, or get at least happier in some way. Now, the problem is, at the moment, Hinako's life, or her mental, not doing good. She's miserable, to say the least. So you want her to get better as a viewer. You want her to get better. However, if she gets better, then the mermaid is going to come and be like, delicious meal you have served. So as a viewer, you are in between a rock and a hard place. You want her to get better, but you don't want her to end up as a meal. Which is interesting dichotomy in this show. Now, We also have two girls on each side of our main character. On the left, the twin haired girl, I believe. It's that hairstyle. She's like childhood friends with her. We don't really know since when, but she was always at her side. She's trying to be, to get her to be happy. She's trying to be like sunshine, to get her. She's seemingly a positive influence. And on the other side, we have the long-haired girl. She's a little bit more, she feels a little bit more prim and proper, ladylike, as she's a classmate. And it seems like those three together are going to go on this journey to try and make Hinako more happy. It is a very interesting show. Now, animation-wise, it's fine. It's not great. I'm just being honest. Art style is looking really good. I do know or I have read the manga at least somewhat later than the first 3 episodes, so I know what is going on. Or better said, what is going to happen. And there are some scenes I hope they are going to be able to properly show off, because there are some really awesome scenes in the show. However, it is not really an action show. It is really a show about the relationships between the people, about these yokai, and whatever happens with, around that. And, trying to see if we can get Hinako a better life. I personally, I like the show. I just, and just enjoy. At least for me. AniList has it at 72% mean score. My anime list 7.34. I would say for the first 3 episodes, I'm gonna be, positive. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Again, if you expect a lot of good animation, not gonna happen. But the story is more than interesting enough for it to keep me more than engaged.